The fourth episode of Fionna and Cake just changed everything we know about the Adventure Time multiverse and the Cartoon Network multiverse, revealing that a certain show from the late 2000s shares a lot more in common with Finn and Jake than you may realize. And not only does the logic check out, but this connection has a lot of meaning on a meta level. Get ready to have your minds blown. Let's waste no time and dig into it. Spoilers ahead.
What time is it? Subscribe time!
Please. So the fourth episode of Fionna and Cake, appropriately titled Prismo the Wish Master, wraps up the show's prologue by finally taking a step back to look at the bigger picture, with a depressed and panicked Prismo bringing Fionna, Cake, and Simon to the time room, giving them and the audience the info dump needed before getting into the real meat and potatoes of the story. He explains why he created Fionna and Cake, how their world got transformed into one that's like our own, and he explains the multiverse. But both Adventure Time fans and general audiences are well aware of what the multiverse is, so I'm not recapping it here. Prismo gives us the rundown on realities that already existed, like Finn and Jake's world, and realities that were created as a result of wishes he granted, like the farm world. But what absolutely broke my brain was a certain universe that Prismo claimed already existed. One that on the surface is just a cute little cameo, a throwback to an old Cartoon Network show, but actually has layers to how wild of a revelation it truly is. I'm of course talking about... not Chowder, it's Flapjack! Our boy and the wild world of Stormalong Harbour are a part of the Adventure Time multiverse, connected semi-directly to other universes.
A Wish made this funny shape universe. This one already existed.
Now, why did this break my brain? It's just a cute little nod to how Pendleton Ward worked on Flapjack before moving on to Adventure Time, right? Wrong! This is more than just a nod. This is a whole-ass headbang. In my opinion, the implications of this are that Flapjack is this world's version of Finn, while either Knuckles or Bubby are his Jake, if not both of them. Now I know what you're thinking. Kevin, Vox, whatever you call me, you're crazy. And you know what? I am. But I'm not wrong. I'm not reaching, stretching my arms out like I'm Luffy. Just think about it. Unless you know nothing about Flapjack, in that case, just listen. Flapjack is a young blonde boy who aspires to be a great adventurer. He's literally always screaming, "Adventure!" His name starts with an F. His adoptive mom is a talking animal, and she's voiced by Roz Ryan, Cake's voice actress. Oh, but that part's just a coincidence. So, his best friend and role model is... a bum, and if anything, Bubby is his Jake, but both Knuckles and Jake love just kicking back and vibing. Not yet convinced? How about the fact they're looking for Candied Island? An island full of candy! Sound familiar? There's also Candy Wife. I wouldn't say she's to Flapjack what Princess Bubblegum is to Finn, like at all, but it does show that candy people can exist in both worlds. And if you don't remember the times Candy Wife was shown to be sentient, I'm revoking your nostalgia card. It doesn't stop here though, it gets crazier. Flapjack has already seen some shit. Bro probably has enough trauma to run Steven for his money, but he's yet to face his ultimate enemy, Adventure Time's ultimate enemy. And I'm not talking about gold. Adventure Time Season 7 Episode 23 crossover saw Finn and Jake venture to the farm world to stop Farm World Finn, who was not only corrupted by the Ice Crown, but inadvertently created the Lich in his world, who uses Farm World Jake as his vessel. The Lich wants to destroy every reality out in the multiverse. Finn, in trying to stop the Lich, chops off his hand, and Jake pushes that hand into a portal. But they donked up, duplicating and sending this hand into every dimension, meaning the Lich is running amok all over the multiverse, including that horrifying old-timey black and white universe that Prismo sent Wyatt to. Good, fuck that guy. Although we can have faith that Finn will best the Lich in most of these realities, this means that Flapjack will have to deal with the Lich at some point. Does Stormalong Harbour have what it takes to defeat an ancient evil that our Finn and Jake couldn't even beat until they died? Probably. Stormalong Harbour has some real freaks looking for a reason to fight, or at the very least a reason to roast, which may be even worse. If the Lich does something like possess Knuckles by replacing one of his wooden hands, he'd be humbled and try to run off to another universe within 11 minutes. Still, that's a fun what-if scenario to work with. Flapjack and friends versus the Lich. How's that gonna shake out? Let us know in the comments down below. An artist on Twitter, Kagoru Rhodes, actually made some pretty fun drawings exploring this scenario with Candy Wife, remaking one of Finn's earlier encounters with the Lich with Flapjack. Check it out, I'll throw a link in the description. Now, from a meta standpoint, I'm hoping a lot of you already know the significance of Flapjack's addition to the Adventure Time multiverse. After all, we made a video about it a few years ago. Always be plugging. Flapjack is not only responsible for giving us the iteration of Adventure Time that we ended up with, but it gave us a whole family tree of cartoons. This show ultimately shaped the 2010s. Pendleton Ward and J.G. Quintel worked on Flapjack, which in return gave us Regular Show and Adventure Time, two juggernauts of Cartoon Network in the 2010s. But you know who else worked on Flapjack? My mom, Alex Hirsch! Which means the Flapjack family transcends Cartoon Network itself, as it paved the way for Gravity Falls. And Adventure Time not only led to Steven Universe, but two Frederator-produced web series, Bravest Warriors and Bean Puppy Cat. And it doesn't stop there, as Adventure Time also paved the way for Clarence, Over the Garden Wall, Summer Camp Island, and Hilda. Regular Show would open the door for Long Live the Royals, Infinity Train, and of course, Close Enough to be Made, while Steven Universe laid the foundation for OKKO and Craig the Creek, with OKKO leading the way for Mau Mau, and Craig the Creek having its own direct spin-off, Jessica's Big Little World. Bravest Warriors branches off to Mighty Magiswords, which shares a universe of OKKO in a more direct way than the other Cartoon Network shows. And after Bravest Warriors, Pendleton went on to make The Midnight Gospel, which deserved more than one season. Stop breaking our hearts, Netflix. And of course, Gravity Falls will set the stage for both Amphibia and the Owl House. And from there, oh wait, animation is on fire now. That's pretty much it. But it all ties back to this little goober right here by the name of Flapjack. He started it all. Hence the significance of Prismo saying that his universe already existed. It predates everything. It's arguably responsible for everything. It is the birth of the Adventure Time multiverse. So if you skipped any of the bajillion Flapjack reruns in 08-09, shame on you for disrespecting animation history. Who cares that It, Shouter, Johnny Test, and Total Drama were the only things that they were airing over and over for months on end? I don't know how to end this video, but you can end it by sharing your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Flapjack is a Finn variant? And if not, why do you enjoy being wrong? And keep the conversation going by following me on Twitter and Instagram at AwestruckVox. And shout out to my boy D'Angelo, aka Hats Off Media, for the Chowder Flapjack. Go watch his video so he can fund his cartoon with the link in the description. Check out Toon for some dope cartoon merch, and if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe to the Roundtable for more great cartoon content. Thank you for watching, Animation Forever, support the strikes, and I'll see you next time. Peace!